Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Sebastian Deery, and this is the incredible tale of Jacob the snake. For a very long time there lived underground, out of the woods and out of the town, right at the edge of the foot of the lake, wriggling and writhing, a slithery snake. "I'm Jacob," the snake said, "but my friends call me Jake." Nobody called Jake that though, I'm afraid, for Jacob the snake was a lonely reptilian. Everyone always made poor Jake feel so different. Animals really are wonderful things. Lions that roar and birds that sing. Wonderful, yes, but as we discover, actually not always so nice to each other. You might ask yourself, so what about Jake? Well, snakes come in all different colours and shapes, but every time ours tried to join them to play, "Ew," they would shout. "Go away," they would say. "You're not like us," they would tell him. "You're grey." Other snakes Jake knew were black, green and gold. Unfortunately, it was out of Jake's control. "No," Jake decided. "This just won't suffice. Only one thing will do now. A disguise. Maybe a wig, or a suit and a tie. Anything," Jake said. "I'll give it a try." That very morning at 9:45, even before the alarm Jake had set, ready, waiting, and up out of bed, "Here goes nothing," and off Jacob went. The very first creature that Jake the snake found was Nelly the elephant stomping around. "Look at that trunk," Jacob laughed from the belly. "Looks like this elephant's trapped in a welly." "Shoot, there's a boot and it's stuck on your nose." "Yes, I know," Nelly said, "because that's where it goes."
"Oh my," Jake replied with a gleam in his eye. "Do you think maybe I could give it a try?"
"Oh, I suppose," Nelly said with a groan, slipping the Wellington off of her nose.
"Oh boy," Jake replied, crawling up and inside, "but this won't do. It's just not my size."
"Too bad," Nelly said with a grin and a smirk.
"Oh well,"
Jake replied and continued the search. Before long had passed, Jake saw Gerard the giraffe eating some leaves from a tree on the path.
"Nice scarf,"
Jake said. "Why, yes it is. Try it on if you like," Gerard slyly insisted.
"Okay,"
Jake proclaimed with his heart overjoyed. Over and under, Jake twisted and coiled. "Really, I can't even tell you apart," rudely laughed Gerard, the sarcastic giraffe. Every time Jake did wriggle and writhe, Jake's long body got a bit more entwined.
"Looks like a scarf's not the right choice to make."
At least not for a snake like old Jake, anyway. Now our new friend was determined to find something. He said everyone, it seems, has something makes them them, when a voice shrieked out with a scream and a shout.
"Terrible colour, so ugly," it exclaimed.
"Hi, I'm Manny, the monkey," he explained. Reluctantly, Jacob looked up from the ground to see that the monkey seemed to have found lipstick and makeup from some sort of place and has slapped it all on into here on his face.
"Here, you should really give this stuff a try."
And Manny gave Jake a makeover style, but gets it all stuck in the scales and it slides. So Snaky old Jakey went on for a while, back on the hunt for the perfect disguise. Onward went Jake to the deep of the forest, when suddenly snatch go two razor-sharp talons.
"Help!"
cried Jake. "Ew!" cried Augustus. "My mistake, you're not a worm, how disgusting!"
"Let me go now," Jake hissed and then noticed. "Oh, those really are such lovely glasses."
"Very well," the owl said, but they slid and they slipped. "Ears, my dear, are for glasses, a prerequisite." Then something spooky appeared from the swamp, with huge white teeth. "Oh no!" Jake cried. "Croc!" "Alligator, actually." And when the creature came out, those huge white teeth were just fakes in its mouth. "Mr. Alligator, if you please," said the reptile.
"Alligator, sir, that's a lovely smile."
"Want to know my secret? Here, try these dentures." Eagerly, Jake said without hesitation. Sadly for Jake, when he put the teeth in, "You look outrageous, look at that grin." Obviously, this disguise wasn't for Jake, unless he was trying to scare everyone away.
What is that sound?
Jake screamed out in terror. Hooves hitting metal hit the ground with a tremor. Clippity-clop crack.
Who on earth is doing that? Then, is that a zebra in a fancy top hat?
Yes, sir, it's true. That's Zachariah to you, but not only that, check out these dancing shoes. Up until then, Jake had never heard shoes make sounds. He said,
"Do you think that maybe I could wear those around?"
Ever the showstopper, he kicked the cloppers from his hooves. "All right, Snake, now show me those moves." Jake tried them on and said,
"I like how they look, but unfortunately these shoes need 2 feet to work."
"Look, my dear boy," the zebra said with a quip, "I think you might want to try something that fits." The sun was slowly beginning to set, and all of the animals Jacob had met were rolling around laughing at his expense. Ugly grey snake. "Oh, look at Jake. He's starting to cry."
"Look, he's starting to shake."
Yes, Jake was shaking, but not for being sad. This snake was shaking, so angry and mad that he had to say something, and when he did,
"Right, that's enough,"
Jacob said with a hiss. Everyone stopped laughing at poor little Jake, to hear, for once, what he had to say.
"I don't want to find a disguise anymore. You all look ridiculous. Look at you all. Nellie, that welly is terribly smelly, and Gerard, that scarf has all bark and twigs in it. I don't want your makeup to look like a clown. Don't want your glasses that always fall down. Even if I have to be all alone, I won't change for anyone. Not anymore."
"I don't believe my eyes," the animal said. "Look, his skin, he's completely shed." On the tip of Jake's tail to the top of Jake's head, violets, yellows, greens, and reds. Each of the animals were making a fuss.
"You look amazing, Jake. Come play with us." "Only my friends call me Jake,"
the snake said, then went upriver, back home to the lake. For a very long time there lived quite a remarkable snake, right at the foot of the bottom of the lake, out of town for quite a way, at least more than most people dared to stray. A beautiful pink and golden beige with diamond patterns all over his face, to forget when you see him to call out his name. You might know him better as Jake.